So then his mom opens up the door, and it all falls right on top of her.
What'd you do?
Nothing stupid, except laugh.
Hey, look.
Hey, you're right. You're other right, stupid.
Oh, it's little Kevin. Little Mr. Weirdo. Hey, Kevin! Hey, why don't you come over here and hang out with us? Yeah, Kevy. Be our bud. Hey, where you going, Kevy?
Yeah, did your mommy call?
Yeah, is it time for you to go back to that special school for young freakoids? Answer me.
No,
Then why don't you hang with us?
because you're loud, stupid, and boring.
Hey! You're gonna be sorry for that worm. Oh! I'm so sorry. Here, let me help you up. Well, hey, at least you didn't get your clothes all dirty now. Time for your bath. Let's go, guys. I'm starving.
Years ago, the most advanced species on Earth was wiped out by a powerful new life form, us. Now, another new species has evolved, stronger, smarter, and dedicated to our annihilation. Leading the fight against them is Dr. Sloan Parker, the bioanthropologist who uncovered their existence. Once again, it's survival of the fittest, and this time, we are the prey.
This sci-fi program is brought to you by Ask.com. Introducing Jeeves, your internet butler. Got a question? Ask Jeeves at Ask.com.
According to police reports, the youths were literally beaten unconscious in a savage attack by this 9-year-old boy.
When did you see
The
this?
beatings took place
Last
in
night's
Kenwood
news.
Park earlier
The
this
9-year-old
afternoon.
named Kevin Taylor.
One of the most shocking aspects of this case is that the attacker, a third grader at the Kenwood school, is nearly a foot shorter and 30 pounds lighter than any of his victims.
What's up?
Police are withholding the youth's names
yeah,
at
I
this
saw
time.
this.
And so 3 families continue their vigil, watching, waiting, and praying. At Memorial Hospital, this is Lydia Holcomb.
This is all the earmarks of the new species. Tom?
Well, I'm not so sure. If these children were members of the new species, they'd be groomed to blend in.
In the last 6 months, violence at the elementary school level has risen 500% statewide.
I've seen that in the papers.
Could be something like the juice boxes. You know, where they're attacking the kids' behavior controls.
Perhaps, but there's a type of violence here we've never seen before. Smaller children targeting larger ones.
Maybe they're being mainstreamed to create a societal disturbance.
Which would mean the parents.
Are members of the new species, too.
So that's where we've got to start. With the parents.
It's going to take some doing. They're under siege from the media. However, I have spoken to the director of the Kenwood School where the boy's a student.
Isn't Kenwood a private school?
Special education for kids with learning disabilities and emotional problems.
Let's get over there.
Yeah.
I'm staying here. I'm making progress, and I hate to break it off.
With the gene therapy, really?
I'm thinking we might be able to alter their DNA, make it identical to our own. If I can perfect the gene delivery system.
Keep at it.
Ah, Dr. Parker. Please, sit down.
I really appreciate you meeting with me.
Well, I admit I was reluctant. As you can imagine, I've had numerous requests from the media.
I understand Kevin has been attending school here for 3 years. Why did he come to Kenwood?
He was unable to control his behavior. He just took what he wanted. And if any child slighted him, Kevin attacked. Of course, we've never had an incident as serious as this one before.
Could his problems be neurological or chemical?
At this age, it's difficult to determine the precise nature of the behavioral issues.
How can you account for his ability to beat these older, stronger boys?
I can't.
What about the parents?
The Taylors? They're the most concerned parents I have ever met. They've made real sacrifices to send Kevin here, mortgaged their home more than once.
I'd love to talk to them. Could you help arrange that?
I don't know. They're under terrible pressures right now.
We might be able to alleviate some of those pressures. And we really do want to help.
If his parents are members of the new species, they'd never send their child to some special school. They'd be proud of his behavior, wouldn't they?
Probably.
I think it's got to be something like the juice boxes. Maybe they found a way to suppress impulse control mechanisms in these kids.
Believe me, Mr. Taylor, you're doing the right thing. Thank you. We'll be there as soon as possible. I just spoke to his parents. The director of the school went to bat for you. They've agreed to meet with us.
What a zoo.
That's why Mr. Taylor suggested we come in this way.
Maybe you shouldn't go in. We know so little about this kid. We have no idea how he'd react to you.
Sloan.
Please, we've got to get these people down to the lab.
Okay.
We'd like to start by asking you some questions.
All right.
You're both Kevin's natural parents, is that right? He wasn't adopted or...
No, that's right.
Why do you want to take Kevin into your lab for tests?
Well, actually, we'd like all 3 of you to come down.
All 3 of us?
Mrs. Taylor, as you may have heard, there's a new species living among us. We believe they're out to destroy us.
What does this have to do with my family?
We don't know. Maybe nothing.
Some of their methods have been aimed at children.
Did they do something to Kevin?
A few simple tests will tell us a lot.
No. No, he's already been through so much. I can't subject him to another ordeal.
Rachel, this may help.
Honey, he has got assault charges hanging over his head. These people don't care about Kevin.
Mrs. Taylor, we do.
I've gotten the DA to delay any decision about indictment.
Does that mean that they may not try Kevin?
I can't promise you that, but I'll do whatever I can.
Will you bring Kevin down to the lab?
All right.
Thank you. It might be a good idea for me to see Kevin just for a minute so there's a friendly face when he comes.
Sure. Kevin? This is Dr. Parker. trying to help us, and she'd like to talk to you.
Okay. Hello, Dr. Parker.
Hello, Kevin. I'll be downstairs if you need me.
What are you reading?
The biography of Robert E. Lee.
That sounds interesting.
He was our greatest general. Opposed slavery, but he was loyal to his homeland. Want to see something?
Sure.
Here. Battle of Fredericksburg, December 13th, 1862. Lee held off Burnside's attacks.
Wow. This is really impressive, Kevin.
Thanks.
You read a lot, huh?
I like to read, especially now. Can't really go out anywhere.
Because of what happened with those boys?
Yeah, it's not fair. They attacked me, I just stopped them.
They say you kept hitting the boys even after they'd given up. That you wanted to hurt them. Is that...
So, Mom said you wanted to help me.
We do. Some friends of mine and I would like to run some tests.
Will they hurt?
Not really. We just need to take a little blood is all. At our lab.
You mean like a real laboratory? With imaging equipment and cyclotrons and...
Exactly. Would you like to come?
Sure.
Just a few more minutes and we'll have some results.
Kevin, if it's okay with your parents, would you like to look around?
Cool.
Okay, sweetie, but you be careful. Don't touch anything, okay?
Okay, I won't.
May I ask when the problems with Kevin first started?
As soon as he started being with other children.
At first, we thought it might be developmental, but his doctors found his intelligence to be normal. It was high, even. And there were no neurological problems.
It's not just kids, either. He's fought with adults as well, sometimes physically.
Including the both of you?
Yes.
Monkey?
So these incidents continued even at Kenwood.
Oh, yeah. We were afraid they were going to kick him out.
Excuse me a moment. What is it?
The results of the DNA testing.
I cannot believe that these people are members of the new species.
They're not. At least the parents are. I mean, their DNA's as normal as ours.
And Kevin?
His DNA has the 1.6 differential. He is one of them.
You're just like me.
You sure
Sure about these test results? 1.6%.
I'm positive. I ran everything 3 times.
How do we explain this?
Something like the tick, maybe. I mean, if Kelly was an abortive experiment, then Kevin's a successful one.
Experiment or not, he's still one of them.
The boy knows it, too. He sought me out just now, and somehow he knew we're the same.
Did you say anything to him?
No. But he's going to come back to me. He wants to know who he is. Now, we have to take in consideration the fact that this boy, he may not be a victim. He may be a predator.
I tell his parents.
Sloan, we have to know about Kevin's DNA. You know, when it was changed.
That means a thorough blood history.
Go on all the way back to his birth.
I'll see what I can do.
I just have these instincts sometimes. When I'm with other kids, I'd do anything to make them go away. You ever feel like that?
Yes.
Why do I feel that way?
You're different.
I know that, but I don't know how.
Well, do you know what a species is?
Taxonomy, sure. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species.
Well, you're a member of a new species.
You mean different than Homo sapiens?
That's right.
Is that good?
It's not a question of good or bad.
So, feeling the way that I feel and wanting to do these things that I want to do, that could be the way I'm supposed to feel?
Yes.
I can't believe I have to sneak into my own house. The farther away we stay from the press, the better. Let's see, it should be one of the photo albums.
You keep it in Kevin's room?
Yeah, he loves looking through them over and over again. This should be the first year, yes. Oh. I just can't stand to think of what Kevin really is. Come here, sit down.
Not all of the new species is out to destroy us. One of them saved my life several times.
I remember the day I got this. Can you really tell about his DNA through his hair?
Yes.
Tom, I want to thank you
For what?
for all the things you said. Everything's gonna be okay now. I know that.
Kevin.
When kids call me a freak, I secretly agreed with them. But I never will again because of you. And I want you to know, I'll do anything you ask of me, Tom. I killed it for you.
There's some things you need to hear, Kevin.
Oh, I'd love to hear everything. Teach me, please.
You know that sense that you can do whatever's necessary to survive, and that you have the right to do it?
Yes.
And that no creature should be allowed to interfere with that?
Yes.
Well, those thoughts, those instincts, they're not necessarily right.
Yes, they are, you said.
Look, everyone, regardless of his species, has all kinds of instincts and impulses. And part of growing up is learning which to obey and which to ignore.
You're just like them.
No, Kevin.
No!
Kevin.
No!
Kevin.
No!
Kevin.
No! Stop it! Cody! No!
Tom, what happened? Why? Oh, my God.
Kevin snapped its neck. To show me that he's truly one of us.
Oh, God.
The strange thing is I feel, badly for him. He's so confused right now, and I didn't help.
I'm sure you did the best you could. Hey.
Slow. I got the results of the DNA test on Kevin's hair.
And?
And that kid's always been 1.6. He was born that way. There's something else.
Frank isn't Kevin's father. I thought it might be better if we spoke alone.
Did you run the test on Kevin's hair?
Yes. His DNA has been the same since birth.
How can that be?
We finished the blood work on you and Frank. Rachel, he isn't Kevin's father.
That's impossible.
Was there anyone else? Another man?
I don't have to talk to you about this.
Please.
No, just leave me alone.
You can't keep this secret. You've got to help us. You've got to try to help Kevin.
All right. There was someone else. But I never told Frank. I didn't want to hurt him. He's such a wonderful husband. He's a wonderful father.
And this other man is Kevin's real father.
Well, he has to be. There wasn't anybody else.
What do you know about him?
I met him at a club. It was a week before my wedding. He just came over and started talking to me.
What was his name?
Richard Allen. He was gorgeous and really nice and so sweet, you know, not macho. There was no posturing.
Do you know anything else about him?
Oh, I had this picture of him. But the photographer at the club took it. He wrote his number on the back for me.
Do you still have it?
No, I lost it. It was like a fantasy that came true. I just got carried away, but I never saw him again, ever.
And you weren't using any birth control?
Well, that's what's so weird about this. I was on the pill. Oh. Frank.
So she was seduced by one of them who got her pregnant.
And the child is a 1.6.
So, if one of their men has sexual intercourse with one of our women and impregnates her, the child will be 1.6?
In this instance, at least.
Yet another plan of attack.
This makes your gene therapy work even more important.
Hey, Kevin.
So who is my real father?
What?
I know what's going on here. I'm not a baby anymore.
Oh, honey, you shouldn't eavesdrop.
But I did. And I know. Who is he?
He said that his name was Richard Allen. I haven't seen him in over 9 years, honey.
Is this him?
Where did you get this?
Found it in your drawer.
You stole it.
Is that my father?
Yes. Hey.
On an all-new Farscape.
That is Erin. She's been aboard Moya before.
The truth about Erin's peacekeeper past.
You killed this ship's first pilot!
Reveals the secrets of Pilot's origins.
If you don't come with me, I'll find someone else who will.
For me to be joined, the old one would have to die.
You have secured a replacement pilot.
Yes, Captain.
Farscape, a sci-fi original series. Friday night at 8 on Sci-Fi. Log on to sci-fi.com for information on your favorite sci-fi shows, daily sci-fi news updates, and exclusive sci-fi.com originals. Log on to sci-fi.com.
My mom just told me about my real father. She said it's better that I find out from her than see it on TV.
It must be hard for you.
It's okay. Now I understand better.
Kevin, it seems like Frank has been a wonderful father to you.
He'd do anything for me.
I know he loves you
It's
very...
okay. You don't have to try to make me feel better. Tom likes you.
We like each other.
I saw the way he looked at you. You're very pretty. I love your hair, the way it curls.
I think I should go talk to your mom.
Flo. What's going on?
You'd hate to lose her, wouldn't you?
You all right?
I don't know. I was talking to Kevin, and it's like I lost my train of thought. I couldn't remember what I was saying. This has happened before.
Well, maybe he's blocking you. If I can sense your energy, your emotions, maybe he's able to take it one step further. interfere with the electrical impulses of your brain and scramble what's going on in your head.
There have been some developments. One of the boys Kevin attacked has died.
Oh, my God.
So, what happens now?
I can't stop the judicial process. The DA's under too much pressure from the press and from the families of the boys.
What's gonna happen to Kevin?
The terminology is different, but the process is pretty much the same as in an adult case. There'll be a hearing, an arraignment, then an adjudication by a judge, not a jury.
Will Kevin be able to stay with us?
I'm afraid not. The DA's office told me he'll be sent to a juvenile hall until the judicial proceedings are finished.
What happens if he's convicted?
Most likely he'll be sent to a group home or a community placement camp.
But he's only 9 years old. Isn't there any way you can treat him and make him better?
Actually, we are working on something.
Mrs. Taylor, I've been told that Kevin needs to report to the DA immediately.
I better go tell him.
I don't care what they say. You'll always be my dad. My real dad.
That's the way I feel too, Kevin. Hey. So did Mom tell you what has to happen now?
They're gonna take me away and put me in some kind of jail thing. I'm not gonna be able to see you.
Hey, it's not gonna be that bad.
I'm just so scared. Please don't let them take me.
Kevin.
Please.
I don't know what else to do.
We can run away someplace. Just you and me.
I cannot do that to your mother.
Please, Dad. Don't let them take me, please.
It's gonna be okay.
Why don't you pack it in for the night, get some sleep?
I can't. Lost all day work on the gene therapy, but I am close.
I just pray you can help Kevin.
They're gone.
What are you talking about?
Kevin and Frank, they've run away.
How long ago did you notice they were missing?
Maybe a half hour ago.
Any idea where they could have gone?
I've had a man watching their house. They didn't go back there.
I got the license plate number from Rachel.
Oh, that'll help. But let me get the word out.
I'm gonna go with you.
Fine.
Okay. Okay. I understand. You can count on me, I'll be there.
Hey, Kev. Been thinking about where we should go. We can get into Canada without much problem. You remember my friend Dave there?
I can't go anywhere with you.
You mean you can't leave Mom?
I mean, I'm not going with you. I have something important to do.
What are you talking about? Who is this? Kevin, where did this come from?
Daddy? my life and my house.
Where is Frank now?
I don't know. I ran away from him.
How did you know where I live?
I remembered your address in one of your journals.
Pick up the phone, Sloan. Pick up the phone. Come on.
What's this?
Tea.
May I have some?
All right. You stay in the kitchen. I'm going to go put on a robe.
Don't change for me.
We found Frank's body in the Stay and Save Inn. Oh, and thanks for getting the ID on the plate. Right. You really think Sloan could be in danger from a little kid?
We need to call your mother.
What about my tea?
She's worried sick. I know it.
Couldn't help it, Dr. Parker. My dad just took me.
Stay where you are, Sloan.
It's not over, Tom.
You all right? You sure?
Since Dr. Parker uncovered the existence of the new species, we've worked to discover the nature of its intent as well. I'm saddened and disturbed to report today that its intent is hostile, its ingenuity limitless, and the threat its members pose to our continued existence on this planet is very real. The species possesses superior strength and intelligence. They're able to sense our presence and read our emotions. There is even evidence that the latest generation is able to scramble our brain waves and control our thought. In addition, we've uncovered the systematic training of dozens of operatives skilled in the techniques of modern terrorism and now at work in North America. The new species has also engineered a campaign to destroy the immune systems of school children, making their early deaths inevitable. The species has been able to place an implant in a young woman that partially converted her DNA and resulted in her death at the age of 20. The new species has successfully exhumed a living sample of the deadly Spanish influenza virus. They intended to immunize themselves against the virus and unleash it on the Earth's human population. You already know about their successful cloning of the homicidal Randall Lynch. And now we've discovered the most disturbing thing of all. We have reason to believe that if a member of the new species procreates with a member of our own species, the issue of that union would be a purebred member of the new species and dedicated to the annihilation of our own. These programs are only the beginning. And undoubtedly, there are more already underway, as yet undetected. And today, I want not only to alert the general public to this present danger, but to name this new species as well. To us, that name seems self-evident. The species shall henceforth be known as Homo dominant. The looming question that now confronts us is clear. What will they do next?
The legendary god and the warrior princess together at last.
Is that true?
Herc and Xena Tuesday. A sci-fi foreplay beginning at 7 Eastern on Sci-Fi.